Testing, testing. Can everybody hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Can everybody hear me? I hope you can. Can you hear me? Is the sound cutting up? Let's do a quick audio test. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Yes. All right, let's get to it, everybody. Today we have a very amazing lesson. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. Today, I'm teaching you how to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. So if you want to lose 30 pounds of body fat in 3 months, you want to get a six pack, you want to get rid of some belly fat, you want to be toned, you want to get rid of some arm fat, you want to get a slimmer face, listen up. I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly what to do. Now, why should you listen to me? Just so you guys know, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months myself. So yeah, like I got it done. So I just want to help you lose body fat, and I'm going to keep it simple. So pay attention. All right, let's get to it. So number one, we're going to talk about the diet. Then we're going to talk about the cardio you need to do. So I'm going to teach you exactly what to eat. All right, the diet you got to follow to lose weight. Then I'm going to teach you how much cardio you need to do every day and how to get that done. Then I'm going to talk about the workouts you need to do. And when I say workouts, I'm talking about the stuff that's going to build muscle. Then I'm going to talk about some of the mindset stuff, like how to stay consistent. How do you avoid getting discouraged? So it's 4 main things: what to eat, how much cardio to do, what workouts you need to do, and just how to keep the right mindset with fitness. Because if you've ever tried to lose weight and you got discouraged, like what's the point in knowing what to do if mentally you can't stay consistent with it? So let's do it like this. So number one, when it comes to diet, to lose weight, you must be in a calorie deficit. You must be in a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit means that our bodies burn a certain amount of calories, so we need to eat less calories than our body burns. So we need to find out what our calorie maintenance is. So it is calorie maintenance. What is calorie maintenance? Calorie maintenance is the amount of calories your body burns every day. And if we eat at calorie maintenance, then we will stay the same. We will stay the same weight. If you eat at calorie maintenance, you will stay the same weight. If we eat at calorie maintenance, we will stay the same weight. Do we understand that? If we eat at calorie maintenance every day, we will stay the same weight. So in order to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. And if we eat in a calorie deficit, we will lose weight. So a calorie deficit means we are eating less than calorie maintenance. How do we figure out what our calorie maintenance is? It's very simple. You go to Google. Go to Google and you type in calorie calculator, and in 20 seconds, you can literally find out what your calorie maintenance is. You go to Google, type in calorie calculator, and you will very easily find out what your calorie maintenance is. Got it? Now, once we figure out what our calorie maintenance is, we now need to make sure we are in a calorie deficit. How do we make sure we know how many calories we need to eat to lose a specific amount of weight? So whatever your calorie maintenance is, let's say calorie maintenance is 2,000 calories, right? Let's say you go to Google and you found out that your calorie maintenance is 2,000 calories. If we want to lose 1 pound of body fat every week, we need to eat 500 calories less than our maintenance every day. And that equals 1 pound every week that we lose. We got to do this for 7 days in a row. If we wanted to lose 2 pounds every week, we need to eat 1,000 calories less than our maintenance. And if we wanted to lose 3 pounds a week, we need to eat 1,500 calories under our maintenance. So this is our maintenance. And if you want to lose 1 pound, we got to minus 500 calories from this and eat that every day. If we wanted to lose 2 pounds every week, we need to eat 1,000 calories under our maintenance every day for 7 days in a row. Not 3 days, 7 days in a row. If we want to lose 3 pounds in 7 days, we need to eat 1,500 calories underneath our maintenance every day for 7 days. This is how we lose weight. Now, let's move on to the next topic. Next, we are going to talk about how do we keep track of the calories that we eat? How do we keep track of the calories that we eat every day? So, how do we track calories? Very simple. We use a app, something like MyFitnessPal. So we use a calorie tracking app like MyFitnessPal. And every time we eat, we just log in the food that we eat in our app like MyFitnessPal, and that will keep track of how many calories we eat every day. So if I know my calorie maintenance is 3,000 and I want to lose 3 pounds a week, I need to subtract 1,500 calories from 3,000. That means every day I have to eat 1,500 calories, and I will be losing 3 pounds a week. This is how many calories I need to eat every day. So every time I eat, I log in that food in MyFitnessPal. And I just have to make sure that I do not go over this number right here. And if I don't go over this number right here, and I do that for 7 days in a row, at the end of the week, I will be down 3 pounds. And if you do that for a month, then you just multiply that by 4 weeks. So 3 times 4 would be 12 pounds that you lose every month. And if we do that, this is how we can lose 36 pounds in 3 months, by tracking our calories. That is how we eat, okay? That is how it all relates when it comes to calories. Now, let's talk about the protein, because we understand now to lose weight, I need to be in a calorie deficit. Next, we're going to talk about protein. So, protein. Why is protein important? Protein is important because it helps us build muscle. Protein is important so we build muscle. So how much protein do we need to eat? We want to eat 1 gram of protein for every pound we want to weigh. So every pound of our goal weight is how many grams of protein we need to eat. So if I want to weigh 150 pounds, then I need to eat 150 grams of protein every day. If you want to weigh 200 pounds, you need to eat 200 grams of protein a day. If you want to weigh 120 pounds, you need to eat 120 grams of protein a day. That's how that works. Now, when we are trying to lose body fat, the only 2 things we need to make sure we get right are the calories and the protein. And this is why this is important. If we eat in a calorie deficit, we will lose weight. And if we eat enough protein, we will build muscle. So if you want to lose weight and build muscle, we need to make sure we are in a calorie deficit and we are eating enough protein every day. Those are the only 2 things we really have to worry about. Everything else, when we get to the higher levels of fitness, yeah, we got to worry about that. But you don't have, honestly, you never really have to worry about that. If your calories are in check and your protein is right every day, you will be able to lose fat and build muscle. Very simple. Very simple. So how do we follow, or how do we eat to make sure that we are eating in a calorie deficit, the calories are low, and the protein is high? The easiest way that I have found to make sure I'm in a calorie deficit and my protein is high is to make sure that every plate of food that I eat, it has a protein source and some vegetables. Now, how much protein? We want to do like 5 to 9 ounces of a protein source. And we want to do as many vegetables as we want, to be honest with you. So 5 to 9 ounces of a protein source. What are protein sources? We have chicken breast. We have chicken thighs. We have egg whites. We have ground turkey. We have ground beef. We have fish. We have, shrimp. Any type of meat, fish, eggs, these are all protein sources. We want to make sure that on every plate of food, we have 5 to 9 ounces of a protein source, and we have that with some vegetables. And if we follow that simple rule, where we're doing the protein and the vegetables, we can rest assured knowing that we are following a meal plan, or we're eating in a way where the calories are low and the protein is high. Understood? Now, I know people love carbs. Like if you love rice and bread and potatoes and pasta, this is the rule that I have for that. If we're going to add carbs to our meal, we just want to add a little bit. So this right here can be your carbs, like your rice, your potatoes, your pasta, your bread, etc. So we want to have 5 to 9 ounces of a protein, a whole bunch of veggies, and a little bit of the carbs right here, just a little bit. And I also recommend that we do carbs 1 time a day. So just one of the meals a day should have carbs. This is the simple formula to follow if you want your meals, or if you want your meal plan to be low in calories and high in protein. And if it comes to the snacking, I honestly believe that if you're trying to lose body fat, you should not, like, you don't need to snack. Like, just don't snack. If you absolutely have to, snack on some blueberries or something light like that. But if we're trying to lose weight, if you're serious about losing weight, just try not to snack. It's going to be rough, but it is what it is. Okay, so that is everything about the eating that we have to worry about. And look, I promise you, if you guys follow what I just said, like, you will lose weight. I'll bet my last dollar on this. If you do what I just said, eating wise, you make sure that, you know, every meal is a protein and veggies, and you only eat a little bit of carbs once a day, and you don't snack. I bet you $1,000. I bet you $10,000 if you do that for a month. If you don't lose any weight, it's not like your body must be broken. Like, you will lose weight if you do that. I guarantee it. If you've been struggling with weight, you do what I just said. Protein, veggies, a little bit of carbs with one of the meals a day, you'll lose weight. Guarantee it. And no snacking. Next, we're going to talk about the cardio. So now you guys know how to eat. Now let's talk about cardio. So when it comes to cardio, there are 2 routes that I like to do to keep it simple. Route number 1, or option number 1, is you can do 60 minutes of cardio every day. So this can be you walking, or you can do the treadmill with an incline, or you can do the Stairmaster, or you can do the elliptical, or you can do the bike, or you can play tag, or you can dance, or you can play pickleball, or you can play basketball, or you can, you can break dance. You can do whatever you want to do for 60 minutes. That is cardio. Cardio, I define it as this: anything that either makes you sweat or increases your heart rate. It has you burning more calories. So 60 minutes of intentionally doing something that has you moving. You can walk your dog. You can go on YouTube, Grow with Joe. I love her stuff. You know, you could do that for cardio. It's all amazing cardio, but 60 minutes a day, right? Or you can go the route of doing 10K steps a day. Personally, I do 15. So let's say 10K to 15K steps a day. This is cardio. Why is cardio important? Because it helps you lose weight faster. Remember when I said about being in a calorie deficit? That's how we lose weight. So this is why cardio is important. I'm working this board today. So cardio is important because the diet means we are eating low calories. The cardio means we are going to burn more calories. And when the calories that we eat are low and the calories we burn are high, what that results in is you dropping a whole lot of fat. You will melt body fat off of your body if you keep your calories low and you keep the calories that you burn very high. That's how that works. And when it comes to losing weight, those are the 2 most important things when it comes to losing weight. Now, we don't just want to lose weight. We want to hold on to some muscles so we look good in our clothes. You know, the ladies want to work on the glutes and the legs and be curvy. That's where muscle comes into play. And in order to build muscle, we also need to make sure that we are weight lifting. We need to weight lift. Okay? Weightlifting basically means we are putting tension on our muscles. And when we work the muscle and put tension on the muscle, the body has a response. You put tension on the muscle, so the body says, hey, this muscle is going to be working a lot. So we need to build bigger and stronger muscles. So the only reason why you are lifting weights is so that you trick the body into thinking that this muscle is going to be working a lot. So we now need to adapt and build bigger muscles. Okay. So let me give you guys a quick little workout routine that everybody here can do. I'm going to give you guys something for the gym. All right. I know some people work out at home, but it is what it is. I'll try to make it simple so everybody can do it. So we are going to separate this into two categories. We have lower body and we have upper body. So you're going to do your lower body workouts 2 times a week, and you're going to train your upper body 2 times a week. For the lower body, we're going to pick a few exercises. So squats, we can do lunges, we can do the leg press, and we can do hip thrust. Okay? And for every exercise here, we want to do 4 sets of 10 reps. So 4 sets of 10 reps for the squats, for the lunges, of the leg press, and of the hip thrust. And if you just do this alone twice a week, you will be able to build your lower body. Now, let's move on to some upper body stuff. Upper body, we can do push-ups or the bench press. That's for your chest, upper body. For the back, we can do pull-ups or dumbbell rows. That's for your back. So pull-ups, it works your back. Dumbbell rows, it works your back. Next, let's do something for the shoulders. We can do dumbbell shoulder presses, right? Where you take dumbbells and you press above your head. All right, amazing for the shoulders. And then for the arms, we can do curls and extensions. So curls would be when you grab dumbbells, you do some bicep curls, and extensions would be when you grab dumbbells and you kind of like extend over your head, or you grab a rope or something, you do an extension. That hits the tricep and the curls hit the biceps. Okay, so now let's do something for the core. For the core, we can do leg raises. That's where you lay on the ground, you just kind of lift your legs up. That works the core, the ab muscles. So, like I said, we're going to be doing the lower body 2 days a week, and we're doing the upper body 2 days a week as well, too. So let me give you guys a good schedule. For lower body, we can do that on Monday and Thursday. For upper body, we can do that on Tuesday and Friday. This way on Wednesday, you can kind of have a rest. In the weekend, you can have a rest so you can recover. And for every exercise here, we are going to do 4 sets of 10 reps to keep it very simple. Okay, and this is a workout routine that you can do to build muscle while you are losing body fat. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, put a comment, say yes, it makes sense. Say yes, you love it. Yes, this is helpful. Yes, it's making sense. Put it in the comment section. Hurry up, I'm gonna give you guys 5 more seconds to say yes, it's making sense, or no, it's not making sense. Because if it's not, then I don't know what to tell you. Yes, you dropping gems. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And keep the comments going. Keep the comments going. Even while I'm here, like anytime I say something that you like, be like, yes, I love that. Say it again, Sam. Okay, so that's it for the workouts. Now we are going to move on to the mindset. We are going to move on to the mindset. And I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks to help you stay consistent. So in the meantime, I want everybody to put in the comment section real quickly, what is the number one thing that causes you to be inconsistent? What is the number one thing that causes you to be inconsistent? Hurry up and put your answer, and that's going to help me focus, or it's going to help me know what to focus on to better help you out. In the meantime, I'm going to give you guys some of the things that have made me the most inconsistent. Okay? So, sweet tooth. If you have a sweet tooth and that is causing you to be inconsistent with your diet, this is what I got for you today. So Let's talk about consistency. All right. So number one, if you have a sweet tooth, what do we do if we have a sweet tooth? Number one is you don't buy junk food. Do not buy junk food if you have a sweet tooth. Do not buy it. Self-explanatory. All right. If I love M&Ms and if I love cake and if I love ice cream, like throw it away. Like I'm not going to buy it, because if I buy it, I'm going to want to eat it because I love it. So just do not buy it. And if you did buy it, I'm going to tell you to do something extreme. I'm going to tell you to throw it away. If you are serious about losing weight, right? You're serious about losing weight. You know you shouldn't have bought the cake. You know you shouldn't have bought the excess stuff that you're going to snack on. Look, if I buy too much fruit, if I buy grapes, and I know that by me eating grapes, that's going to stop me from losing weight, I promise you I would throw it away. I promise you. Why? Because my goals matter more to me than me wasting a little bit of money. My goals matter more to me than me enjoying those grapes. I literally did it this morning. And some people are going to say, oh, you're wasting money. I don't care about that. I care about my goals more than I care about saving a little bit of money or me enjoying things. I shouldn't have bought it. Now I know better. Next time I'm not going to buy it. Simple. So if you got a sweet tooth, do not buy garbage. If you want to be consistent, you got to set up your environment so that you can stay consistent with this. And you got to get upset. Like if you've been trying to lose weight for the last 10 years and consistently failing, you got to go extreme. You got to be obsessive and you got to make this thing happen. That's number one. Next, what is the other thing that you struggle with when it comes to you staying consistent? When it comes to you staying consistent, what is the other thing that you struggle with? My family eats different. Your family eats different. Okay. Your environment affects you. Your environment, it kind of shapes who you are. So let's say this right here is you, right? And everybody around you is, I'm gonna do it this way. Let's say this is you, right? This little dot right here is you. And everybody in your family is fat. Fat, 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 broke, 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 fat, fat, and broke, fat, and broke. What do you think you're going to be if everybody around you is fat? You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to influence you because this person eating pizza, this person eating cake, this person eating ice cream. This person, you know what I'm saying? This person eating McDonald's. This person eating junk. This person eating bad. She's fat. He's fat. He's fat. She's fat. What do you think you're going to be? They're going to influence you. They're going to rub off on you. Now, you cannot divorce your whole family, but what you can do is you can limit your exposure to people that do not share the same ideas as you, that don't live the same lifestyle that you want to listen to. So you slowly start kind of limiting your time and your exposure with these people. And not only do you limit your exposure with certain people, you begin to increase your exposure with people that are fit, 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 fit. I go to a gym, fit. I hire a fitness coach, fit. I make new fit friends, fit. I go to another gym, fit. I follow Better You Better Society on TikTok, fit. I follow Sam on Instagram, fit. You need to decrease your exposure to people that do not live the life that you want to live. You have to increase your exposure to the people that do live the lifestyle that you want to live. You follow certain people on social media, fit. You understand what I'm saying? That was good. Oh my gosh, that was good. That was good. Don't worry, man. You'll be able to see the replay. All right, let's keep it going. What else? What else we got? What else we got? Oh, somebody said they're saying they eat their mama's cooking. I mean, let's see. What is a simple solution to you? I mean, look, when I was young, I used to have to eat my mama's cooking too. Just try to make the best. I mean, the advice that I gave you, it still stands. You still gotta, if you're at home, you gotta follow fit people and just try to make fit decisions the best way that you can. But if you I don't, there's only so much I could do to help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a miracle worker. So let's see. Your mama cooks food. Right? This is your plate. Your mama cooks you some food. What can we do? We can still make sure that we got protein and vegetables on the plate. So my mom used to cook food for the family. When I was younger, I used to live at home. This is how the plate used to look. So when my mama used to make my food, this is how it used to look. It'd be carbs and it'd be grease, whole bunch of grease and carbs, and they'll give me a little bit of vegetables, right? And I wouldn't even eat the vegetables because I didn't like how vegetables tasted. When I decided that I wanted to get fit and get healthy, I switched that. I said, nah, I'm not eating that. Mom, don't put all that rice on my plate. Instead, I want some more of the salad, and I'm going to eat me some eggs and some chicken breasts. So that's what you could do. Just make the best with what you got. All right. What else we got? Jenny said fit and bro. That was funny. Unexpected life challenges interrupt my diet. You got to be specific. If you want guidance, you have to be specific. You can't just say unexpected life changes. You can't just say you got to be specific. What is hard? You know what I'm saying? And the more specific you are about your situation, the more I can kind of give you guidance to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm not a miracle worker. I don't know everything. I just know what I would do. And hopefully that would help you out as well, too. All right, let's keep it going. What's next? Somebody said tired. Tired. What do you mean by being tired? So if you're tired, let's say you're tired and you don't feel like doing your cardio. What can you do? So we want to prioritize. We need to prioritize our fitness. So when do we have the most energy in the day? You good? When do we have the most energy in the day? We have the most energy and the most willpower early. When you first wake up or early in the day, that's when we have the most amount of willpower. So since we have the greatest amount of willpower early on in the day, this is when we need to do our workouts or do our cardio. We need to prioritize our fitness. So when we have the most amount of willpower, that's when we need to execute on the things that are most important to us. So if you need to meal prep, you wake up early and you do it. Anything that is hard but is important, we do that early in the day. So maybe you have to go to bed a little bit earlier so you can wake up a little bit earlier. Maybe you can't watch TV. Instead of watching TV, get your rest so you can wake up earlier, so you can meal prep, so you can do your cardio, so you can do your workouts. If you look at what fit people do, like fit people, they wake up early and do their workouts for a reason. And don't just look at, the young fit guy who don't got nothing going on, or the young fit girl who still lives at home with their parents. Like, look at the people who are busy, making moves and who are fit. They usually wake up early so they can prioritize their fitness. And here's the other thing. If you're super busy, super tired, and you can't work out, what do you do? How do you get fit when you cannot, when you don't have a lot of time? Let's say you can only work out twice a week. What do you need to do in order to get fit? Put in the comment section. I can only work out for 20 minutes twice a week. What do I need to do to still lose weight? Tell me. Put in the comment section. What do I need to focus on if I can't work out? Let's say I can't work out at all. Only thing I could do is just maybe get some steps in. How do I still lose weight? Exactly. You got it right. Eat good. You stick to your diet and you will be able to lose weight even if you can't work out. It's simple. Because remember what I said. We need to be in a calorie deficit. The easiest way to be in a calorie deficit is not to increase your step count. It's not to go to the gym. It's just to eat less calories. All right? Because no matter what, everybody burns a certain amount of calories. Everybody burns a certain amount of calories every day. Just you being alive, you're going to burn calories. If we want to be in a calorie deficit, the easiest way, just don't eat, right? So look, let me illustrate it for you. This is your body, right? This is your body. This is how many calories your body burns every day. If you want to be in a big calorie deficit and you can't work out, so you can't burn more calories, all you got to do is just eat less calories, right? And look, all of this right here is fat. That was an ugly F. That is fat loss. Easiest way. So just control what you eat and you'll be able to lose weight. This is why when people say things like, oh, I'm too poor to get in shape, I'm too poor to lose weight, that's stupid. All you got to do is not eat, right? Like, for real. And that was a little harsh. I was trying to be funny, but that is dumb. It's like, if you just don't eat, like if I lock you in a closet right now for 3 days, you're going to lose weight. One of my friends, he's a fitness coach. He was telling me that people kept saying like, yeah, man, I don't have no money to lose weight. It's like, what? All right, let's keep it going. Actually, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for today's lesson. I told you guys exactly what you need to do in order to lose body fat and build muscle. Number 1, eat right. Number 2, do some cardio. Number 3, lift weights. And number 4, just stay consistent. So now oh my gosh, I can't speak. Now we're going to get into some Q&A and I'll take a few calls. So if you want to come up and ask some questions, you can do so. Or if you would like to just put some questions in the comment section, you can do so as well. I'm going to pick the best ones and answer. All right. Let's get to it. All right. Zay Bailey says, I don't like salad, Brussels sprouts, or broccoli. What other vegetables can I eat? You can literally eat any vegetable that you want. Losing weight without losing muscle. If you want to lose weight without losing muscle, you need to lift weights and eat enough protein. So just eat less. Doesn't really matter which food, not junk food. To be honest, if all you ate for the whole day was one slice of pizza, you would lose weight because one slice of pizza is around 400 calories. If you only ate one slice of pizza for the entire day, which is only 400 calories and nothing else, you would lose weight very fast. So it doesn't really matter what you eat. It's more so about being in the calorie deficit. Now, in reality, how many people here can eat one slice of pizza or eat just 5 M&Ms without eating more? There are certain foods, like foods that are unhealthy or processed or super tasty, like you're going to want to eat more. Like I'm not going to lie to, like I can eat 1 plate of chicken breast and broccoli, right? If it's bland, because it's like, it don't taste that good. I just eat that and then I'm good. And it's more filling. If you give me like 1 little bag of Doritos, like I'm going to eat more. Like I'm going to eat more because it tastes so good. So, that's in reality. But in reality, if you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight no matter what. Okay, let's keep it going. How frequent should I do the cardio? You can do cardio every day. You don't have to do hard cardio every day. So what I like to do is I like to do, I probably do like 2 hours of cardio a day. Some days I'm on the Stairmaster. If I'm tired, like tomorrow, I'm probably going to be tired. I'm just going to go outside and walk with my wife. Like we're going to walk around the town, enjoy the weather. It's going to be cool, but you can do cardio every day. You should do cardio every day. What's the best protein to lose weight? The leaner the protein, the better. So if we're talking about meats to eat, chicken breast is the best. Egg whites is one of the best. 99% lean ground beef or ground turkey, one of the best. Tilapia, one of the best. Shrimp, one of the best. Protein powder that has around 120 calories per scoop, but also 25 grams of protein is also one of the best. So there you have it. Menstrual cycle. Ew. No, I'm playing with you. I'm just messing with you. Menstrual cycle interrupts my diet due to cravings and feeling too weak to exercise. So if your menstrual cycle is causing you to have cravings, this is what I do whenever I hit my menstrual. What I do when I'm on my menstrual is, and I'm joking, by the way. What I do, I'm gonna keep it going. When I'm on my menstrual, right? What I do is I would stick to my diet to the best of my ability. But if I was craving chocolate, I would just try to find the healthier alternative to regular chocolate. So instead of me doing Hershey's, right, I might do a protein bar. Instead of me doing a whole 2 pints of Ben and Jerry's, I might do some Halo Top ice cream because it's lower calories. I would try to snack on fruit. You know, I would just try to make the healthiest decision that I could. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I'm not a woman. I've never experienced those cravings, but that's what I recommend my clients do. Okay. Ground beef and sweet potatoes is my number one meal for fat loss. Okay. That's not a question, but all right. I've lost almost 10 kilos in 6 months, 20 pounds in 6 months. Okay. How come I can't get any further now? It seems like I'm standing still. How should I reduce my calorie deficit even more? Just eat less calories and burn more calories. And if you do that, you will start losing weight. So what happens with women who have PCOS and have been doing 1 meal a day? I have juice. I don't understand that question. I need to lose 10 pounds by January. I only eat lunch and dinner. For lunch, I only eat steak and eggs. Okay, so what's your question? Oh, wow, baby. Good job. Look, this is what I do for my wife because she's building something out like PCOS game plan. My wife is PCOS. I remember somebody said, like, is she a man? Yeah, that hurt her feelings. She was upset. I was like, baby, it's just the internet. But you're not a man. I need to lose 10 pounds by January. I only eat lunch and dinner. Okay, I answered that one already. I fasted 6 days. I lost 13 pounds. How can I keep it not to gain back? Thank you. Okay, so you lost weight and you don't want to gain it back. Now, what you do to not gain the weight back is you calculate your calorie maintenance. How do you do that? You just go to Google and you type in calorie calculator. It will tell you what your calorie maintenance is. And what do? You just eat your calorie maintenance every day and you won't gain the weight back. Simple. Would recommend 30 minutes walking every day. Would you recommend 30 minutes of walking every day? I would recommend more than 30 minutes walking every day. How do I lose fat and gain weight? So you want to know how to lose fat and build muscle? I literally just did the whole presentation on that. If I had to give you a quick summary, I would say, and I don't know how much you know about fitness, but I would say eat in a calorie deficit, eat enough protein, do cardio for like 60 minutes a day, and lift weights 4 days a week. So let me kind of break that down a little bit more for you to give you something more tangible. Okay, so hit my thing go. This is so cool how it's like a magnet. So how do we lose fat and build muscle? First, we're going to talk about the diet. So we are going to make sure that we eat 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day. We're going to make sure that every meal is a protein source plus vegetables. So that can be chicken breast and vegetables, egg whites and vegetables, fish and vegetables, ground beef and vegetables. Just do that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're going to do carbs, just do carbs 1 time a day. So like sweet potato or rice, just do rice for like one of those meals, one of the 3. Next, we're going to do 60 minutes of cardio every day. And then finally, we are going to do 2 leg days, right? Workout wise. So like squats, lunges, 2 days a week. And we're going to do 2 upper body days a week. So things like push-ups and stuff for your back, like dumbbell rows, things like that. And if you do that, you'll be able to lose weight and build some muscle. That ill stressed me out so bad. I'm just playing with y'all. Somebody said menstrual and I said ill. I was just playing. And I was laughing in there. Super fixated on chicken Caesar salad. I ate it for a week straight, lost 6 pounds. Ooh, there you go. Good. There you go. Dark chocolate. I fasted. Is cabbage considered a healthy vegetable? Yeah, cabbage is a healthy vegetable as long as it's not smothered in grease. Every time I go to a Jamaican restaurant and I get like chicken, the jerk chicken and cabbage, the jerk chicken is fine, but the cabbage is so greasy. Like it's ridiculous. That's not healthy. I need to lose 10 pounds by January. Selena, you didn't ask a question. Thank you from the you're welcome. You're welcome from the Netherlands. What kind of workout should someone who is going through postpartum? What's your goal? I fasted 6 days. Answer that one. I eat black rice, ground turkey, black beans, and corn to build muscle. Okay, there's another question. Someone said cabbage is healthy. It's fiber and has vitamin C. Yeah, that's not a question. I'm losing fat, but I'm not losing weight on the scale. What do I need to do in my diet? Um, to be honest with you, most people that say they're losing fat but not losing weight on the scale are probably not losing fat. It's possible. Just most of the time, you're not really losing fat. So if you're not losing weight on the scale, like if I have somebody who needs to lose 100 pounds, like that person should be losing weight on the scale, because being 100 pounds overweight, you could lose 3 pounds a week, 4 pounds a week without too much effort. You cannot gain that much muscle a week unless you're just like a genetic anomaly, but that's like kind of impossible. So you should be losing weight on the scale, but it depends person by person. So if you're not losing weight on the scale and you want to be losing weight on the scale, you need to eat less calories. So eat less food. What do you think about intermittent fasting? All right, it's intermittent fasting. I used to mess it up all the time too. Like I used to say intermediate, but it's intermittent fasting. I think that intermittent fasting is good. It's cool. Ultimately, what matters is how many calories you're eating in totality. So if you're in a calorie deficit, you'll be losing weight. Intermittent fasting is a good strategy. It can actually help you eat less food. So it's cool. How do you manage your sugar cravings? I just spoke about this not too long ago, but I throw away the sugar cravings. You know, I don't want to rely on my willpower or my discipline. I just throw it in the garbage. Man, I'm not playing with my goals. So that's the cheat code for me. I don't even need to have willpower and discipline. I just throw it away. Ain't that right?
Yeah, you just did it this morning.
Yeah, we had great joints going in the trash, and I'm not having that joint around me.
And specify that grapes aren't bad, but like in bulk.
Oh yeah. Grapes aren't bad, but like, you know, it's if you eat 2 pounds of grapes, which I could easily do, that's like 600 extra calories. So I don't even keep temptation around me. Is it better to spread out your meals as much? No, you don't got to. That means nothing. I lost 80 pounds. I have been I don't understand that question. How much walking every day would you recommend? 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day. So I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is I get in like 8,000 steps early in the morning. So before like 9 a.m., I'm already at 8,000 steps for the day. I'm blessing the first people who messaged me. God did. God bless y'all. I'm blessed. Yo, what are you gonna do? Send us money? Yeah, let me send you a message right now to see if you lying. If you lying, I'm gonna unblock you. You know what? Let me not even do that before he mess around and scam me. Any tips for electrolytes to intake? Anyone you want. Make sure the electrolytes have a good amount of magnesium and potassium. Good one. That was a good call. Let's see. If you have snacks for your kids, put them up high or in an inconvenient place so you're less likely to go for them. I 100% agree with that. 100%. I even think, so I don't got kids, so I can't really speak on it, but I could tell you what I would do in theory. I don't really know what I would do, but if I had kids, I think that I would just buy them like little individual snacks for whenever they want it. And I think there's a benefit to that for two reasons. One, they're not going to be likely to overeat it, but more importantly, I'm not going to be likely to overeat it. So meaning if they want a little pack of Oreos, I'll buy them the 4-pack of Oreos. That's only with 4 individual Oreos from like 7-Eleven, and that will be their snack for the day. And I think that teaches me and them portion control. But ultimately, if you are the parent and you need to lose a lot of weight, like you are the priority. You lose weight, you get fit, your child now grows up in a fit household. All of my clients that got kids and spouses say the same thing. They got in shape, then guess what happened? The spouse started eating better, the kids started eating better. I didn't grow up in a household where we made sure we prioritized protein and vegetables and ate carbs in moderation. I grew up in a household where it was like, all right, you got like 10 pounds of rice, finish all that rice before you leave this table. And I made a joke before. I was like, my mom almost gave me diabetes, but she was doing the best that she could. So there's no, and she's probably watching this right now. Love you, Mom. I'm just teasing. Is 20% body fat a lot? I don't know. It depends on how you look. 20% body fat might look good on one person and bad on the other person, depending on how they store their body fat. So it depends on the person. All right, guys, that is it. If you do want to come up and do a quick call, you can do so right here on TikTok and I will bring you up. If not, if nobody offers to come up in the next minute or so, I'm going to log off. But in the meantime, if you guys do want fitness coaching, you want to work with a coach one-on-one, you want somebody to hold you accountable, give you a plan, then you comment the word coach in the comment section and I will reach out to you. All right. Now, coaching is not babysitting. Coaching is accountability, but you have to show up. Like there's no, hey, you didn't. No, you are an adult and you have to show up. Like you are going to be held accountable like you are an adult. This is not babysitting. Nobody is your personal butler. Nah, you got to show up and grind. But the benefit of it is if you do show up and grind, you will lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, get a six pack for the first time in your life, and you'll be transformed. All right, everybody, that is pretty much it. Nobody requested to come up. I don't see any more questions. Okay, I do have some right here on YouTube. All right. Is black rice good for weight loss? So I'm not really sure about black rice, but I can say this. Any type of rice can be fit into your meal plan if you do it in moderation. So if we want to eat rice, what do we do? How do we eat rice? This is the rule that I want you to follow. On every plate, if we're eating rice, this is our plate. We make sure, it's not dark enough. This is our plate. We make sure that on the plate, we have protein and vegetables. And if we are going to have a cup of rice, that's fine. So we want to do either a cup or we want to do a half a cup of rice. And that's cooked, by the way. So 1 cup of cooked rice or half a cup of cooked rice. And any type of rice, like you'll be fine with that. All right. And I do recommend that you limit the carb intake to just 1 time a day. Currently thinking about snacks while eating my protein and vegetables. That's funny. Yeah, look, losing weight is a sacrifice. It's not something that's easy. Like you're going to think about food. It is going to be difficult. Try your best to keep yourself preoccupied and just try to power through it. Because if you do and take it one day at a time. Because if you get through today, you will weigh yourself tomorrow and you'll see progress. And then you do it again the next day and then you'll see progress. You'll do it again the next day and you'll see progress. And that progress that you see will keep you motivated. Okay. Now, if your meal plan is like ridiculously hard, then we need to probably switch some things up. Incorporate like 4 ounces of some baked potato in there. Potatoes are very filling. That'll help you still keep your calories low, but it'll just be more filling for you. All right. Drink water with salt and lemon. That could work as well, too. I drink diet soda. Like if I'm feeling hungry, I'll drink this. This will kind of help curb my appetite. It takes discipline for sure, 100%. But think about it like this. You know how many people are trying to lose weight and they struggle with it? They struggle because it's hard. Losing weight is hard. And once you embrace that losing weight is hard, you can now set yourself up to succeed because you stop looking for shortcuts. You stop trying to cheat on your diet. And when you are dieting and it does feel hard because you're hungry, you understand that, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like. Weight loss is hard. What does hard feel like? Hard feels like saying it's 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I'm craving chips like any sane person would. Everyone loves chips, but I'm not going to eat the chips. I'm going to go to bed hungry. And you do that hard thing. And then you get rewarded for doing that hard thing, meaning you wake up in the morning and you weigh less. And the longer you do that hard thing, the greater the reward will be. This means if you do it for a week, you lose 3 pounds. If you do it for 4 months, you lose 50 pounds. You do it for a year, you are in the best shape of your life. People are now coming to you, asking you for fitness advice because you have a 6-pack and you look like a fitness model. Losing weight is hard. So embrace it and do it anyway. That's it. Like I said, if you do want one-on-one fitness coaching, comment the word coach in the comment section and I will reach out to you after this. But other than that, God bless you guys. I love you and I appreciate everybody here that is watching me here on this live. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart.
And I was like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 no, like, baby, 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 no.